In this video, we're going to show you some of the best finds we've had in a while. Let's check it out. We are huge supporters of local businesses, so we thought we'd take the day and spend as much money as we can supporting these local businesses. That's record stores, that's coffee shops, that's whatever we felt like. This video would not be possible without you, all of our members, people who buy merch, anything like that, and my mom, because she gave us gift cards for Christmas. Gift cards. We started off the day with something we used to do all the time when we lived in Austin, and that was before we'd go to a record shop, we'd hit up our favorite coffee spot.
And that was mainly because we were up way too early, so like we had to go get coffee and wait for the record stores to open.
That's my fault.
I mean,
5 a.m., baby. We went to Bad Brain Coffee, which is sort of this punk rock traveling coffee shop.
perfect. It'll be perfect. Awesome, thank you.
The vibes this place gave off is welcoming to the weird kid. We're the weird adults, but the whole atmosphere was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But aesthetics don't mean anything if the coffee's not good.
That's true.
How do you feel? Is it good? Get on a scale from 1 to 10.
10.
Best latte I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
And something us elder millennials love, it's like cool merch.
Yeah.
And I think they're tapping into a market that a lot of coffee shops aren't.
Yeah, like the little catchy keychains and stuff.
The owner was from Houston.
Okay.
So we talked a lot about Austin and that we used to live there, and I felt cool for like 30 seconds.
I'm with it. I'm hip.
That was Bad Brain. Definitely check them out. We'll put a link in the description. Next up, Stacy went to a plant store, which she can get lost in just as easy as I can get lost in a record store. Let's check out what she got. The moment you've all been waiting for, the new hunky-dory spot. The vibe there is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It is the same type of look and feel as every other store that they've had, but it's a little bit different.
I love their choice of decor and the furniture and the little areas that you have to sit in, and it's all like vintage old stuff.
There it is again. It's haunting us at this point.
We love it.
So when we were in there, the owner, Bell, stopped in. He makes sure that within every store there is a non-alcoholic option, at least one, but there's always multiple. I had a non-alcoholic beer. Stacy thoroughly enjoys the THC seltzers that they have.
You know I do.
Let's get to our pickups.
Yeah.
I think both of us only picked up one record, but don't worry, towards the end of this video, we make another stop at a local record store, and we pick up some heat. The only record I picked up is Nail's Every Bridge Burning. This is their newest release, and I love grindcore every now and then, so when I'm feeling like super aggressive, I make sure that I put this on. This is pressed on like a forest green. It's a little transparent. It's super dark, so it just kind of looks black.
Forest green and yellow. My favorite colors. Don't forget. So the album I got is The Black Keys, and it's called Brothers. And I love how the album artwork is literally, it just says, this is an album by the Black Keys. The name of this album is Brothers. And on the back, it says, this is the tracks on this album. And these are the guys that play it. It's a very, very good album. I love the sound that the Black Keys has.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Black Keys.
Wow.
I mean, they're a little boring to me, but I do enjoy this album. There is one more record that I picked up. It is an absolute grail for me. I didn't pick it up that day though, and I also didn't pick it up at that hunky-dory location.
You're cheating!
We were just kind of hanging out on Christmas Eve, your birthday. Not much is open on Christmas Eve, so we decided to go have a drink at Hunky Dory in Cary. A few days prior to this, my friend Danny had told me, hey, they have an original pressing of this record up on their wall. I already set a budget for myself, so I knew how much I was going to spend walking in. This is the Wonder Years, The Upsides. This is a first pressing. I've been looking for this for years. I love the original artwork. I'm at this point in collecting too, where I sort of have everything I want. So I've set new kind of goals for myself where, yes, I might have the album that I love, but let's see if we can find an original pressing for a decent price.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled programming to bring you a special message.
Hey, you! Are you tired of dropping your precious vinyl? Need a bag that screams style and durability? Introducing the Vinyl Reckoning Tote Bag, the ultimate carry-all for your records, books, snacks, and more. Built tough and priced to move. Don't wait. Grab yours now and carry your treasures in style. Vinyl Reckoning Totes, because your records deserve the best.
No records were harmed in the making of this tote. Message us on Instagram for more info.
And we got lunch. It's actually one of my favorite spots. You are spending a little bit more, but you're supporting, again, a local business, and I can't get enough of that.
Worth it.
I mean, look at us. If they made grass-fed, locally sourced gasoline, we'd probably use it. Our mission of avoiding any chains, so far so good. So after lunch, we quite literally went 2 doors down, not 3.
Holy cow, my favorite little shop. They have a lot of like artisan goods and local businesses and local artists that sell their items in there, but then they also have like funny little gifty kitschy items.
We picked up a few things for our friends because we love them. I don't really have one on me at the moment to show you. We almost went home, which would have been a mistake.
I know.
We found some of the coolest stuff at SAR State.
As one does.
What is there to say about SAR State? We've done a video on them back when we didn't know what we were doing.
Go watch it.
We picked up a ton of stuff.
Let's go.
As I stated, my collecting has evolved a little bit. If I already have an album, maybe I can find the first press.
Okay.
And the first one I picked up is Nail's Unsilent Death. This is the clear first pressing. Are you sure it's a clear first pressing, Matt? They have a clear repress. Yes, this doesn't have the extra tracks on it. And for like 20 bucks, you can't get mad.
Not bad.
One of my favorite grindcore albums ever.
One of my first ones I picked up, Caroline Pelacek, Desire, I Want to Turn Into You. It's the name of this album. I think it's freaking cool, the pressing, first of all. I absolutely love anything that she does. I've like recently got into her stuff a little more the last couple of years.
Early in our relationship, you introduced me to this album, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, there's like a handful of songs that I was like obsessed with for a little while.
Let's get right to the next one because we got a lot to go through because we found some absolute grails. Speaking of grails, I kind of stole this right out from under you.
You sure did.
I found it before you.
You sure did.
This is Perma Fight Fair. It is Sherry Dupree Bemis and Max Bemis. They made a beautiful album together.
Yes.
And it's just fun, and I like the way SAR State labeled it. It said, like, cute couple makes music, or what have you. And you weirdly have my favorite Perma record.
I know, but it's signed, and I'll never get rid of it ever, because I love them.
I love this record.
Like, you could tell they probably, like, wrote it laying in their bed, just like hanging out with the kids. Like,
Oh, you
it's
got a
so
whole
cute.
scenario in
I
your
do.
head.
I just love them so much. So this next one, I was like digging through their little 7-inch area.
Right before we were about to check out,
before
too.
we were going to check out.
That's how they get you.
It is. And I, of course, run across this split with Circus Survive and Me Without You. I was like, holy cow, do I have this? So, like, naturally, I have to check because I have everything that, like, Circus Survive has done. And it's really neat. I love the artwork. Everything that the artist that does all their stuff makes is just so good.
All right, so what's that movie where Mel Gibson's character, whenever he sees a copy of Catcher in the Rye, he has to buy it?
What women want.
As a teenager, I loved this band when they were playing like local Legion halls in my area. Then they kind of blew up. This is the receiving end of Sirens, Between the Heart and the Synapse. I have the first original black pressing. I have the most recent repress. And now I have the first original white pressing. I'm just going to be collecting these for quite some time now.
Good stuff.
We're coming up on the 20th anniversary of this record, which also means
We are old.
I graduated high school 20 years ago.
Ew.
Ew, what?
Up next is the newest pressing of Mindforce New Lords. Anything Triple B puts out, I at least like. I discovered them because I fell in love with the band Tsunami, and someone was like, you need to listen to Mindforce, and I was like, okay. I also got the most recent repressing of Mindforce Excalibur. I just really like this record. I love aggressive music. That's okay if you don't. It's kind of the theme, except for the last one, which is a super ultimate grail.
This next one, a little controversial.
The singer is controversial.
The singer is controversial. You're right. You're
Which-
right. He's a piece of
Yeah.
Anyway, this band is called Brand New. I got the album Science Fiction. I can't believe I didn't already have it. But I remember the first time listening to this album when it came out and being like, whoa. It is all around just a really good album. This one has like a bunch of cool extras and it has like seeds or something in there and like they're probably old and whatever, but I just thought it was really cool. I would have picked this album up if it didn't have all this extra stuff in it.
I'm going to start this with saying it really does pay to develop relationships with your local record stores. We're in SAR State all the time. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for this, but it was far less than what it goes for on Discogs.
Okay.
This is Piebald, the first 10 years. It has the first 3 albums. It has When Life Hands You Lemons, If It Weren't for Venetian Blinds, It Would Be Curtains for Us All, and We Are the Only Friends We Have. Not only did I find this just sitting there, and it had been there for quite some time, I got such a massive deal. It was sealed. A very cool look into the early days of Piebald.
I feel like that was the best like haul that we've had in a minute, and understandably so will be probably the best one that we have for another good minute.
Now, I understand that a lot of people don't have local options, but if you do, go support them because they're people just kind of trying to live their dreams, and if I can support that personally, why not?
I know, like, have you ever seen those videos where it's like when you buy stuff from a local business and like the owner's all excited because like, you know, they made $5 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, that's wholesome. It's great. I love it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
I know, that was so loud.
Sorry. I was really impressed. I
That-
love coffee and I love it.
I only...
Okay, go. It was like,
do after we film.
plant.
Per beers.